Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. For the Cowboys, most of the positional battles that will be settled in the coming days will not be so much of a matter of sussing out strengths, but of limiting weaknesses. The Cowboys put themselves through an NFL roster overhaul this spring, leaving the team with several areas in which they're just hoping they have enough depth and talent. The defensive backfield, though, is not one of those areas. Darren Bland, Trayvon Diggs, and Jordan Lewis give the Cowboys one of the best cornerback groupings in the NFL, and Malik Hooker will be rejoined by Marquise Bell, who had filled in as a hybrid linebacker, at safety. The back line of the Cowboys' defensive unit is set. So set, in fact, that it might be time to let go of Israel Mumu, the team's intriguing 6th-round pick from 2021. At Bleacher Report, the Cowboys are being implored to let Mumu go, so that he might find playing time elsewhere. Israel Mumu got only 75 snaps last year. In an article on the site titled, "One Player Each NFL Team Should Cut Before the 2024 Season," analyst David Kenyon lands on Mumu. He wrote, "A 6th-round pick in 2021, Israel Mumu has played 33 games in his 3 seasons with the Cowboys. However, most of that action has been on special teams. Mumu only logged 75 defensive snaps last year. He's worth stashing on the practice squad, if possible, but is probably no higher than 5th in the safety pecking order. Mumu probably should play more." It appeared he would after he was pressed into action in the 2022 playoffs against the Buccaneers, and not only shut down star Chris Godwin, but also picked off Tom Brady, making Mumu the answer to the trivia question, who was the last player to intercept Brady? When he's gotten a chance, he has shown some talent, and graded out at 76.3 at Pro Football Focus last year. He was only targeted as a defensive back 3 times last season, and allowed 1 catch for a 42.4 rating. Small sample size, but Mumu does have talent. CeeDee Lamb sends strong message to Cowboys amid contract dispute. CeeDee Lamb is holding out for a new contract, but he's not slowing down. The Dallas Cowboys star receiver says he's been grinding in preparation for the season while waiting for the call to rejoin his teammates. Lamb has been quiet during his extended holdout, which has seen him miss all of training camp and 3 preseason games. On Friday, August 23, he posted a video on social media with a message about his situation. "Still waiting on that phone call, but until then we grind," Lamb said in the video. "Control what I can control, and that's to be the best version of me." The Cowboys are hopeful they'll reach a resolution with Lamb before the season kicks off on September 8. Lamb will make around $18 million next season in the final year of his rookie deal. He's seeking a lucrative extension that will pay him close to what the top receivers in the league are making. Minnesota Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson is currently the top-paid non-quarterback, hauling in $35 million per season. Cowboys not far apart on deal with CeeDee Lamb. The negotiations with Lamb have been a roller coaster. The Cowboys and Lamb's reps recently met by phone, per Calvin Watkins of the Dallas Morning News. Dallas approached $33 million per year with their offer to Lamb, but he wants more. Other aspects of the deal, like cash flow, guarantees, and the length of the deal, remain to be determined. However, ESPN insider Adam Schefter thinks the team is approaching an agreement. "I think the 2 sides aren't that far apart on a deal," Schefter said on the Pat McAfee Show on August 20. "I don't think it should be that difficult, but again, he's still not there, still hasn't gone through camp, so this has not gone the way that everyone expected. My understanding is that the 2 sides aren't all that far apart, and somehow, someway, I and others believe that they will figure out a way to bridge their differences so that CeeDee Lamb will be there for Week 1. Lamb finished last season with a league-high 135 receptions for 1,749 yards and 12 touchdowns. Cowboys not worried about CeeDee Lamb being prepared. Lamb hasn't been with the team but has been preparing on his own for the season. The Cowboys have expressed that they're not worried about Lamb being ready to roll when the season starts, even if it comes down to the wire. Cowboys reveal good news after All-Pro suffers significant injury. The Dallas Cowboys will be without defensive star Darren Bland for the first part of the season due to a stress fracture in his left foot. It's rough news for the Cowboys, who won't have their ball-hawking cornerback for crucial games to kick off the season. Bland led the league in interceptions a year ago, snagging 9. He returned 5 of those for touchdowns. Bland is set to have surgery on Monday and his timeline has him returning in mid-October, per ESPN. It's a tough pill to swallow, but owner Jerry Jones is looking on the bright side. The good news is he'll be here for, let's say, the vital games of the year, Jones said of Bland on the 105.3 The Fan in Dallas pregame show. Jones also has faith in the Cowboys' depth at the position. "We are in great shape at cornerback because of our young guys coming," Jones said. "That's one of the strengths of our whole team is the corner position, the safety position. Our secondary is outstanding in personnel." Trayvon Diggs set to return for Cowboys. As one All-Pro exits, another enters for the Cowboys. Trayvon Diggs, who missed all but 2 games last season with a torn ACL, will be ready to roll for Week 1 against the Cleveland Browns. Diggs started camp on the PUP list but was activated late in July. He's starting to feel like his old self again. Beyond Diggs, the Cowboys have some options to fill in for Bland. Jordan Lewis primarily plays in the slot but could bump outside if needed. 5th-round rookie Kalen Carson or the recently acquired Andrew Booth could also be in the mix.